Welcome to the first in a series of podcasts brought to you by ACCA, the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. For more information about ACCA and to find the other podcasts in this series, go to www.acccaglobal.com/UK graduates.
Hello and welcome to this ACCA podcast on commercial awareness. My name's Gareth Griffiths and I'm joined by my colleague Abdul Ghaffar. Becoming commercially aware is something that anyone can achieve. ACCA has developed a series of articles and podcasts that explore what commercial awareness is and how it applies in the different sectors. In this first session, we'll be taking a look at commercial awareness and what employers will be expecting you to know. So Abdul, just how important is it to know all about commercial organisations?
You often only get a limited number of chances to impress an employer, be it the HR director, the head of department, or even colleagues that you're going to be working with. They all know the organisation they work for, and so should you. In most cases, a lack of knowledge about the organisation and its commercial operations is what leads to individuals missing out on top graduate jobs. Although each organisation is different, they all face similar issues relating to generating wealth, satisfying stakeholder demands, and meeting employee needs. By understanding these issues, you begin to develop commercial awareness. Once you understand what information to look at and what to ignore, you can apply the same technique to any business, regardless of size or sector.
So what approach would you take to developing commercial awareness?
A structured approach to developing commercial awareness is to look at the following elements within an organisation: mission statement, core values, products and services, key drivers, finance and risk, and terminology.
What exactly is a mission statement?
To begin to understand an organisation, you need to know what their overall objective is. What is that company trying to achieve? What is its purpose for existence? The company's mission statement should tell you this. It is a short statement that defines what the company stands for. The mission statement underpins the organisation's strategy and should be considered by all employees when making decisions. From this statement, you should be able to identify what their intentions are, how they position themselves, and who their stakeholders are.
Okay, let's take a look at a few examples. Pret a Manger's mission statement is as follows. Pret creates handmade, natural food, avoiding the obscure chemicals, additives and preservatives common to so much of the prepared and fast food on the market today. What does this say about Pret a Manger?
From this statement, you can identify how the organisation prepares their food and why that sets them apart from their competitors. This is their reason for being in business. What about Tesco, whose mission statement is to create value for customers to earn their lifetime loyalty?
This statement clearly demonstrates that Tesco's reason for being in business is for their customers. The strapline, "Every little helps," is how the mission statement is fulfilled. This concept is used within HR to motivate employees, for developing new products, and for developing CSR initiatives, such as equipment for local schools. By remaining focused on their strategy and helping customers to save money, Tesco have weathered the economic storm well. This leads on to a company's core values, which are central to the culture of an organisation and should be the foundation of any decision-making process. What do these core values tell us?
They should underpin the work of an organisation, how employees interact with each other, and what strategy should be employed to fulfil the mission. You should be able to look at the company's activities and link them directly to their core values. By demonstrating this in an interview, you are showing recruiters that you have an understanding of the basic company strategy. This also allows you the opportunity to build questions into the interview about how core values are presented internally.
Let's take Virgin's core values as an example. Virgin believes in making a difference. Virgin stands for value for money, quality, innovation, fun, and a sense of competitive challenge. Value for money. Simple, honest and transparent pricing, but not necessarily the cheapest on the market. For example, Virgin Blue Australia is a low-cost airline with transparent pricing. Good quality. High standards, attention to detail, being honest and delivering on promises. For example, Virgin Atlantic Upper Class Suite has a limousine service, lounge, large flatbed on board and a freedom menu. Virgin delivers a quality service by empowering their employees, and they facilitate and monitor customer feedback to continually improve the customer's experience. Innovation. Challenging convention with big and little product and service ideas, with an innovative, modern and stylish design. For example, Virgin Trains' new Pendolino, which is a fast tilting train with shop, radio, digital seat reservations and new sleek design. Virgin is a leading branded venture capital organisation and is one of the world's most recognised and respected brands. Brilliant customer service. Friendly, human and relaxed. Professional but uncorporate. For example, Virgin Mobile UK, which has won awards for its customer service, treats its customers as individuals and pays out staff bonuses according to customer satisfaction survey results. Competitively challenging. Challenging the establishment and fighting the big boys, usually with a bit of humour. For example, Virgin Atlantic successfully captured the public spirit by taking on British Airways openly. Fun. Every company in the world takes itself seriously, so it's important to provide the public and customers with a bit of entertainment. For example, Virgin Cola's launch in the USA saw Richard Branson drive a tank down Fifth Avenue and then blow up the Coke sign in Times Square, mocking the cola wars. These points do tell us a lot about the company and also give rise to lots of questions that you can ask at an interview. But what other ways are there to learn more about a company? And how do you find out about them?
You can look at the products and services that a company delivers, and there are several ways to develop your awareness about them. For example, the Boston Consulting Group, or BCG matrix, is a simple tool to assess a company's position in terms of its product range. It helps a company think about its products and services and make decisions about which it should keep, which it should let go, and which it should invest further in. The matrix demonstrates something called the product life cycle. Cash cows, or mature products, provide the organization with money that they can invest in stars or new products. The dogs usually don't produce a profit and cost the business money, so need to be sold off, and the question marks need to be investigated further to see if they could become stars. Over time and without any development, the stars become cash cows and the cash cows become dogs.
So, what are the key drivers that determine a product's life cycle and whether it produces a profit or not?
Key drivers can be internal or external forces that impact on the organization's strategy. These could include globalization, for example, the impact of the BRIC economies. Environmental, such as reducing your carbon footprint. regulation, for example, increased compliance, competition, the who, what, where, energy, such as the increasing cost of oil, or exchange rates and their effect on imports and exports. For example, Tesco's key driver in recent years has been the rise of globalization. In a half-yearly profit statement given in October 2010, Tesco announced a 12% growth in profits, with most of that growth coming through its international business. Like-for-like sales in the UK were up by just 0.4%. A key driver for Shell is environmental awareness, with the company investing in biofuels to reduce CO2 emissions and developing alternative energy sources such as wind and hydrogen.
What about risk and finance? What do you need to be able to demonstrate to potential employers that you understand basic financial concepts?
The basic financial concepts that you should understand include the following. Cash is king. A strong cash flow is more important to an organization than high profits. Income is the money that a business brings in, whereas capital is the money a business needs to invest. Capital can be debt or equity. Shareholders own the company and appoint directors to run it. A balance sheet is a statement of what the business owns less what the business owes at a specific date, such as year end. A profit and loss account looks at expenses and income and calculates what profit or loss the company has made over a certain period, usually a year. However, you should also be aware of key drivers such as interest rates, which will impact on foreign exchange, bonds, loans and shares. A diagram demonstrating the effects of interest rates can be found within the supporting documents file. If interest rates rise, then so does the value of the pound and the cost of corporate borrowing. However, this has a negative impact on UK exports, on company profits, on share prices and the value of corporate bonds. If the interest rates are lowered, then it has the reverse effect. Obviously, companies, investors, governments and markets will have factored in any anticipated changes to minimize impact.
Well, risks are bound up in all aspects of business life, from launching a new product to leaving petty cash in an unlocked box. Risk management is being aware of all possible risks and understanding their potential impact, as well as the probability of their occurrence, to safeguard investors and other stakeholders. Examples of risk include fraud, health and safety, quality control, damage to property, and system failures. Certain sectors can also be exposed to additional risk, such as regulatory risk in banking or political risk. You can find out more about risk management in the Strategic and Operational Risks article found within the Supporting Documents folder.
Finally, it is important that you understand the language of business. A document detailing the different terminology used within the various sectors can be found within the Supporting Documents folder.
This concludes the first in the series of commercial awareness podcasts brought to you by ACCA. We hope that the information we've relayed will prove useful in developing your own awareness of the organisations you wish to work for. Other podcasts in the series look at developing commercial awareness within different sectors: the public practice sector, the corporate sector, the financial services sector, and the public sector. These can be found by visiting www.accaglobal.com/UK graduates. And if you have any feedback on the contents of this podcast, you can find our details there too. Goodbye, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Bye-bye.